Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. So if you've clicked on this video, it's probably because you're struggling with either performance or you want to know how to use voice over IP in Grey Zone Warfare. So without further ado, I don't want to waste any time, let's get straight into this guide. So if you're in game, I'm in the base camp currently. If you want to press escape, that'll bring up your character's inventory and everything like that. So in the top right hand corner, you have this little cog icon, just press that. And then this will show all your settings. So if you want to come across to graphics, these are all the settings that I'm currently using. So if we look on display, I'm using windowed full screen. You can use full screen probably just to squeeze out a few more frames. It might help depending on the system that you're on. I have a 1440p monitor, so that is the resolution that I'm using for that. I've got the FOV set to 60. This is kind of personal preference, but the higher that you have your FOV, the worse that the performance is going to be because your PC is having to effectively render more around you because you're obviously seeing more. VSync turn off, always have this off, otherwise you'll have a lot of input delay with your mouse movement. Brightness, contrast, saturation, gamma. I believe that these are all just personal preference. You don't really need to worry about these. You can kind of change these to whatever you like. Frame rate limit, I have it set at 60, but it is above that for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why. Then in the background, so whenever you're tabbed out of the game or anything, I've just set that to 30. You can kind of have these values at whatever you want. I just have it set to this just so that it doesn't like bottleneck my CPU or anything like that. So quality settings, I have absolutely everything on low. If you are struggling for frame rate like I am, then I would consider doing the same. And then post-processing, I have post-processing on low. Motion blur off. Again, this is another personal preference option, but I don't like having motion blur on in my games. Sharpening, I've turned that up to 20, so just a little bit, just so that the image is a little bit crisper. Colorblind mode, obviously if you're colorblind you can turn that on and find the right one that kind of suits you. Now, this is the important section, the advanced tab, so this is where the real frame increases are going to come in. So if you're using DLSS, I would strongly consider changing this to FSR, because this is what gave me my massive FPS boost. I was getting anywhere between 20 and 30 FPS, which was absolutely horrible. And then I saw someone suggest changing to FSR, because that will give you like the biggest frame rate increase. I didn't think much of it, but then I tried it, and then that is what's put me up to, you know, sort of 80 to 90 FPS. It does drop when I'm in like denser areas like the cities and stuff like that. It does get to like maybe 60 to 70, but it's still a massive improvement from 20 to 30 nonetheless. So set that to FSR. NVIDIA Reflect Low Latency, I always recommend having on plus boost. Frame generation, you want to turn that on. That goes hand in hand with the FSR. And then super resolution, this kind of depends on the rig that you've got, but I would set this to either performance or balanced for the best performance without sacrificing your image quality too much. So for those of you that want to know about voice over IP, the hotkey on a QWERTY keyboard is Z, so Z for Zulu. But if I go ahead and hold Z, if you look on the bottom left of the screen in game, it comes up with that little microphone symbol. So hello, 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 hello. So then you have a 15-second sort of time limit to use that. Unfortunately, there isn't a way to change the hotkey at the moment. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If it did help you with your performance, please give a like and also subscribe to the channel. It does help a lot. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.